Ooh. Okay, I do apologize. Appears there was an issue with my microphone. I did not realize that it had selected a different device, and I had not been actually talking to you guys the entire time here. Hello, and welcome to the Rusty Misfits Racing League Rookie Mini Stocks. We are starting heat race number 1 here with let me catch back up to what I'm doing here. Heat race number 1, Dean Qualley, runner-up last weekend at the dirt track at Charlotte, starting pole position race or heat race number 1. Aaron Murphy in that 41 car, starting on his outside with last week's winner, Hunter Wellman, starting inside row. Justin Walbring starting on the outside. Going to be 4 cars per heat. Eight laps for these guys to figure out who's going to start the inside of heat race number 1. As our official pace truck takes them around for 2 heat or warm-up laps. And here you see it pull off to pit road. Hard left turn onto pit road here, leaving the hands or field in the hands of Dean Qualley. Green flag is in the air. Good start on that inside line by Dean Qualley. Hunter Wellman looking to take advantage. Jumps to the very bottom. Moves past for the lead. Dean looking to come back on the outside line. Not quite able to take it. Justin Walbring taking advantage of that outside line being a little bit slower. Trying to take second away from Qualley. Not quite able to get there. Qualley taking the run on the outside. And the 41 of Aaron Murphy fighting back for third. Walbring holding strong that inside. He was practicing down there the entire, or very good portion of the practice session. Just not able to get ahead and clear those 2 cars on his outside. But meanwhile, Hunter Wellman at the front just running away. Wellman out to an easy lead, 1.2 seconds ahead of Qualley here in second place, but Qualley's got company on his back bumper. Aaron Murphy looking to take it away. Good run off that last corner. Qualley gets a little crossed up. That's going to block the 2 cars behind him, slow them all down a little bit. Walbring on the inside, fighting for third place from Aaron Murphy. Murphy holding strong on that high line. Able to clear Walbring this time off the back straightaway. Murphy trying to catch back up to Dean. Dean not having any of it. 2 cars outside, 1 guy trying to run that bottom. Justin seeming to be able to make that bottom almost work, but not quite enough. Meanwhile, Hunter Wellman will take the checkered flag here for heat race number 1. Dean Qualley finishing second. Aaron Murphy third, with Walbring bringing up 4th. And we will get ready to line up heat race number 2 here. As we wait for cars to start gridding up on the track. Last year's champion, Mick Olafson, will be starting on the on the pole position. Now, he did not make last week's race due to computer issues. Back again. Starting pole position, heat race number 2. Kenny Taylor in that number 38 car. Now, Kenny's a fairly new guy to the series as well, starting outside pole. Kyle Thayer in that 89 car, starting third place. And Ray Andrews scheduled to start 4th, but it looks like he missed the start for some reason here and will not start on the initial green. Again, as that official pace truck of iRacing leads these guys around for 2 warm-up laps. Mick Olafson looking to take advantage of that green flag get ready to go as the pace truck leaves the field in his hands. 3 cars starting this heat race will determine the outside starting line. Green is in the air. Good start by Mick Olafson. Able to clear the outside line of Ray Andrews. Kyle Thayer looking to try to get inside there and take advantage of that great start by the 21. Able to get alongside, coming down the front straightaway. Andrews able to get ahead and clear. Single file down the back straightaway. Mick Olafson to an early lead. 7 laps out of 8 to go. Mick running about a middle line here and seeming to make it work, pulling away just a little bit. Half a second ahead of Ray Andrews in second. Kyle Thayer sliding back just a little bit here. About 0.6 of a second behind second place and not able to catch up much. All of them running around that same area of the track about the high line. Andrews and Olafson looking to that middle lane that time around 1 and 2. Or sorry, 3 and 4. Make a little crossed up coming off of turn 2 there. That's going to allow Ray Andrews to close in just a little bit. 0.4 of a second. And Kyle Thayer closing up behind that 13 as well. Andrews on the back bumper of that 21 car looking for a chance to make a move for the lead. 2 laps remaining in this heat race. Going to have pressure from the outside from Thayer. A little bit of contact slows them down. Allows that 21 of Olafson to get back out ahead. Last lap, last set of corners here, 3 and 4. Mick Olafson comes off turn 4 to take the checkered flag. Ray Andrews will finish second. Kyle Thayer brings up third in heat race number 2. That will set our starting lineup for our feature race. We will now go to a 3-minute warm-up session here. These guys can get a few last practice laps before we actually start a feature race, but just enough to feel how the track has changed, but not really make too many or make too much of a drastic effect on the track. As we see our pole sitter Hunter Wellman on the track. I believe that is Dean Qualley just behind him. Wellman with a 14.65 to start off the warm-up session. Dean Qualley just behind him, but Dean getting into that infield tractor tire. As I said earlier, you do not want to touch those tires. They will not give. They will hurt your car. Wellman, a good start to this warm-up. Qualley second. Olafson third. And then you got Murphy, Thayer, and Andrews 4th, 5th, and 6th. As we see Thayer make... Oh, sorry, that was Murphy making contact with the wall, getting that tail end a little bit too far out on that high line. Qualley trying to make a run at our pole setter, Hunter Wellman. Wasn't quite able to get there. Murphy and Olafson trying to race a little bit here and see how things feel side by side. Minute left. Aaron Murphy out into that outside wall there. Definitely not the fastest way around this track, and he's going to pull off the pits and reset his car. Got Kyle Thayer getting a little high, but managing to make it work. And Ray Andrews setting a couple of laps as well. Leaderboard has barely changed. We got Mick Olafson losing a spot to Aaron Murphy, who ran a lap about 2/10 slower than, a little less than 2/10 slower than our fastest car, Hunter Wellman, but Wellman still in the lead with a 14.65 as far as best time. But a very, very close field time-wise. A 14.65 down to a 15.05. It's going to be a very close race. And all-out lap time doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win that race. It's just who is the cleanest through. As our warm-up session has come to a close here. See the boys playing around a little bit. The warm-up session doesn't make any difference to your car state going into the beginning of the race. As we take a look at your starting lineup for our feature event here. Hunter Wellman, that number 64 car, will start pole position. Mick Olafson on his outside in that 21 Ford Mustang. Dean Qualley in that number 17 car will start third on the inside of the second row with Ray Andrews on his outside. Aaron Murphy brings up row number 3 inside with Kyle Thayer outside of him. Justin Walbring in that 666 Mustang. Kenny Taylor, who does not appear to be gridding, is slotted to start in 8th place. As the pace truck leads them away. Dean Qualley going up. He wants to start pole position. He's saying, sorry, Hunter, this is mine. Unfortunately, even though you are the owner of the league, Dean, you do have to start where you've qualified, which is 3rd position. So fall back behind that 64 machine. Maybe you can learn a thing or two. Should be 1 lap to green here. The pace truck should pull off on the back straightaway, take that hard left turn back to pit road, and leave the field in the hands of that 64 machine. And there it goes. Field on Hunter Wellman in on pole position. Mick Olafson on his outside. Green flag is in the air. Good start on that outside line by Mick Olafson, but Hunter dives it hard into turn 1, able to clear by a car length on Mick Olafson. Mick able to get out 2 seconds, gets himself clear. Dean Qualley got a lot of competition. Has that 13 Ray Andrews on his outside. 41 it looking inside. Justin Walbring looking to make it 4 wide for a second there. Everything settles out there. Mick Olafson a little bit slow off of the corner there. Allows his Qualley to get back up alongside of him on the inside. Ooh, a little bit of contact coming through the corner. Qualley slows himself up trying to avoid the contact, or trying to avoid a crash. Costing himself some time, and Ray Andrews, Aaron Murphy back to the outside. 3 wide going into turn 1 and 2 here, or 3 and 4, sorry. Ray Andrews gets a little bit of the outside wall, slowing him down. That's going to send him to the back of the pack. Qualley still side by side. Or sorry, that's Ray Andrews outside of Qualley. That'd be Thayer that got the outside wall and slowed him down to the back of the pack. Right now, first, second are out single file, but the fight right now is for 3rd place. Ray Andrews, Dean Qualley side by side, going back and forth between the two of them. Believe Andrews was just ahead at that line there that last time by. In fact, he's able to clear Qualley that time through 1 and 2. Murphy on the outside, and Thayer trying to take advantage of Qualley running slower on the bottom. Qualley having some issues on the exit of 2 coming into 3 and 4. He's going to lose a couple of positions to Murphy and Thayer. Walbring at the very back of the pack trying to catch back up. And I do apologize. I mistook Ray Andrews and Kyle Thayer, but apparently it was Walbring that had issues getting into that outside wall, getting sent to the back of the pack. Dean fighting back hard on the inside of that 89 car, trying to get back up to 5th. But right now at the front, Hunter Wellman, 2.5 seconds ahead of second place. And pulling away. Let's take a look at lap times here as they go by the line. Hunter across the line running a 14.88. Mick Olafson, 0.4 of a second slower with a 15.24. That is going to slowly, or not even so slowly, allow Hunter to pull away from this, from second place. Now a 3.2 second lead over Mick Olafson. Then you got to go back another 2.3 or so seconds back to Aaron Murphy in third. But Aaron not able to breathe freely yet. He's got Ray Andrews not that far behind. The real scraps coming behind Ray here. Kyle Thayer, Dean Qualley, Justin Walbring, all bumper to bumper, side by side. Qualley to the inside, Thayer outside. If Qualley could have slid up, he might have been able to hold the position, but was not able to get his get in front of that front bumper of the 89 car. And in fact, that's going to cost Qualley the position over Walbring. Walbring fighting to the inside. Qualley getting a little bit of that outside wall. That's going to give Walbring the advantage going into, I believe this is 1 and 2 here. Sorry, that's 3 and... Yeah, that's 1 and 2. Sorry. 1 and 2. Qualley getting a little bit crossed up. That's going to kill his momentum. Looks like Olafson is fighting to find a line. Trying high, trying low. Murphy is glued to that outside line. Sticking that right rear just a little bit over the berm. Halfway through this race. But Murphy is now there, looking a little bit to the low side, looking back to the outside. Mick able to just hold on for the moment, but he has some serious competition going on right now with that 41 car right on his bumper. In fact, Murphy able to get to the outside. Mick able to slot back up ahead of him, hold on to second place for one more lap. Murphy getting a little bit of the outside wall, but not slowing him down. That's able to somehow manages to shoot out ahead of Olafson for a second, but Mick not giving up that easy. He is fighting back hard on that inside line. Murphy now clear, just ahead of Olafson. Meanwhile, there is a fight back here, 5th and 6th, Walbring and Andrews. Andrews not able to keep that car off that outside line. That allows Walbring to clear him easily enough. And Qualley's going to be coming back and catching up to Andrews here, trying to take sixth place away from him. Still right now, this is your biggest battle right here is for second. Olafson on that inside line, fighting back hard, 4th, second. Murphy able to take the momentum on that outside and able to just hold on down the back straightaway. 3 and 4 coming down. Mick hard charge into the corner, but sliding up, had to check himself up to not make contact with that 41 car. Murphy holding on to second right now, but Mick trying everything he can on that bottom line. This fighting though, that has increased that gap 2 seconds from the last time we've looked. Wellman now over Murphy 6.7 seconds. In fact, he is just about to lap Mr. Dean Qualley. Hunter looking to the bottom, trying to find a way around that around that 17 machine. Dean fighting hard to stay on the lead lap. 10 laps remaining in this race. Wellman at least does not have to work too hard here. He does have some ability to lay back a little bit and not race Dean any harder than he absolutely has to. He's got 6.5 seconds to play with. 10 laps or 9 laps to go. He can afford to ride for just a little bit and avoid making contact or having an issue with that 17 car. Aaron Murphy able to get ahead of Mick Olafson and actually able to open up a gap on that 21 car. In fact, Mick is in danger of losing third place out to Kyle Thayer. Kyle on that outside line. Mick's very committed to that bottom lane. Not working for him the last little bit, but see him slide up a little bit. They're trying that outside line, trying to see if he can hold ahead of that 89 car. Thayer on the move though, now on that 21's back bumper. Olafson back to the bottom, Thayer to the outside, side by side, going into the turn here. Coming off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. Give the position to Kyle Thayer that time across the line. And is able to clear Olafson coming down the back straightaway, but Mick trying to fight back on the inside, gets a little bit too much rotation. So does Thayer. Bumper to bumper down the front straightaway. Thayer has the spot. Olafson trying to take it back. 3 laps to go. Hunter Wellman still out 6.9 seconds ahead of Murphy. Kyle Thayer now has third over Mick Olafson. Walbring and Andrews bring up the rest of our field. Well, Walbring, Qualley, and Andrews, sorry. 2 laps remaining. Kyle Thayer now has third, easily over Olafson, but Olafson's still trying to catch back up. Right now, white flag. Hunter Wellman out to a easy lead down the back straightaway. He could coast back to the finish line from here. 6.5 seconds minimum over Aaron Murphy. Takes a win for race number 2. That is 2 for 2 this season. Aaron Murphy will finish in second place. Kyle Thayer bringing it home third over Mick Olafson in fourth. Walbring and Qualley and Ray Andrews will round out the rest of our field. Taylor did not get out. Did not have or had issues apparently. And will not come out and start the race even, so he will not finish it either. Congratulations to Hunter Wellman on a Sunday drive. Started pole position. Did not look back. Officially with a 6.67 second victory over second place Aaron Murphy. And now they are lined up on the front straightaway getting their picture, and we are waiting for the top 3 to join me here in the broadcast booth for a post-race interview. Green flag the entire way. In fact, there only appears to be one issue where Dean Qualley may have had a crash, and we'll take a quick look back to see what happened to him. Just got into the wall a little bit, and they're trying to qualify that as a crash and gets a little sideways, but not enough to really qualify as an issue. Just slowed him down and cost him too much time. We will return at in about half an hour for our second race of tonight at New Smyrna Speedway. And it does appear now that we have our top 3 in the broadcast booth with me. So why don't we bring our third place finisher into the booth with me here, Kyle Thayer. Kyle, piloted that car to a third place finish there. You had a pretty solid battle going with Mick for a little bit there at the end, didn't you? You guys were duking it out, and for a while there, you guys were the only, well, for the last little bit, you're the only real battle out there. Was that inside line that Mick was trying, was it even worth trying for you, or was that outside line where you wanted to be? Well, it definitely worked. It got you up just ahead of that 21 car, just enough that you were able to take the lead away from, or well, not the lead, but the third place or position away from him. And yeah, that definitely worked out for you. How was the track the entire race there? Alrighty, and yeah, so hard fought race for third. Kyle, anyone you want to thank for sponsoring you? Any family, friends, sponsors that you want to thank for supporting you in your racing endeavors?
No, I just want to thank Justin for teaching me what I know about dirt now.
Well, it's definitely been working out. I believe this is our first interview on dirt with you, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, this season it is. I had one or two last week or last season.
And yeah, so I'm assuming you'll be joining us here a little bit later at New Smyrna. What do you expect for that race?
To not be good. I'm not good there.
Well, you know what? I've heard other drivers say that they're not good at certain tracks or certain styles of racing, and then they come out and blow us away. So you know what? Maybe that's a good luck charm.
Yeah, I give it a go.
Alrighty, Kyle. Congratulations once again. Third place in week number 2 here at Kokomo. I've heard drivers saying this is a tough track, so to come out with a podium, definitely something not to be laughed at, right? So congratulations and good luck later on tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Alrighty. Finishing in second place, Aaron Murphy with that 41 machine. Aaron, you kind of started a little bit slower. Had a little bit of a fight going on at the beginning, but you managed to come back and take away second position from Olafson, and you almost started to hunt down Wellman a little bit.
Yeah, I seen a chance to possibly go 3 wide there at the beginning of the race, and I would have been in the car in the middle. I didn't want to take that chance, so I backed off. I ran another league Sunday at this exact track, so I kind of had some laps already this week here. So I was just going to be glued to the top and hope for the best.
Well, it definitely worked out for you tonight here. That previous experience with the other league, it got you to second place. Unfortunately, Hunter kind of drove away at that point by the time you got around Mick there. Did you learn anything racing Mick that you were hoping would give you a little bit of speed to try to catch that 64 car up?
Not really. I mean, I kind of learned a lot from Sunday to where the bottom just was not going to work for me. I needed to keep it up top, keep the RPMs up, keep the momentum up. We had a good little battle, Mick and I did. He tried to go up top to try to run that before I got around him. It wasn't working for him, so he went back to the bottom, and I was just keeping the pedal down, hoping I'd get around him, and luckily I did and put a gap on him.
Yeah, that 21 was about the only car trying that bottom line, and it unfortunately didn't work for him. It cost him a couple of positions in the end, so I guess that's good luck for you.
Yeah, this is best finish I've had in a league race on iRacing. First podium, first time being interviewed. So yeah, it was pretty awesome, pretty good night for me.
Well, it's definitely a good start to the season for you. You didn't do all that badly last weekend either, but getting on the podium, second place, is definitely going to help you in the points. It's still early. There's still a lot of time. You can get a lot of points yet.
Yeah, if they pull that 64's motor and see what he's running, I might be able to catch him down.
Well, I do believe we'll have to talk to the tech officials about getting that 64 looked at a little closer, and a anonymous tipster maybe.
A little hint, hint, wink, wink. I mean, I might have to say something.
Right? Alrighty, Aaron. Is there anyone you'd like to thank as far as sponsors or family for supporting you in your racing endeavors?
Truthfully, the only person I can really think of is my old lady, Jade. She's very supportive of me doing these league races. She watches our newborn son to allow me to, spend an hour or two whenever I do have league races. So all the love and support to her. I appreciate her support for me.
Well, some would argue that's probably the most important supporter right there.
Oh, for sure. She's definitely a number one fan, even though she laughs whenever I say I have a driver's meeting to go to.
Well, fair enough, right?
So, but yeah, I mean, great race by everybody. Beautiful broadcasting by you as always, Tom, and can't wait for next Tuesday.
Sounds good. I hope you'll be joining us a little bit later on at New Smyrna for our asphalt race, no?
Probably not gonna hit the hay. Gotta get up early for work. Asphalt's not really my forte either, so
Well, that's unfortunate, but either way, Aaron, congratulations once again. Second place finish tonight. Carry that momentum to next week, eh?
thank you, Tom. Have a good one, buddy.
You too. And that leaves us with one last driver, the first place finisher, Hunter Wellman. Hunter, you're starting to make a bit of a habit of this. The last, I believe, 4 races that I've broadcast, I've talked to you the last time.
Oh, trying to keep my streak up, that's all.
Well, you're definitely doing good on that. You're 2 for 2 so far on the dirt side. You finished podium on the asphalt side last week. You going to do that again here at New Smyrna?
I don't own New Smyrna. I might, though, eventually. I will be doing more races later this season.
Wow, that's unfortunate. Hopefully, I was kind of hoping to see you out there to see what you're doing because you said last week you weren't very good on the asphalt side of things, and you went and podiumed. I was hoping you could pull the same stunt off again this week, but if you don't own the track, that's unfortunate.
Don't worry, I'll make a few more asphalt races this season.
Well, looking forward to it, Hunter there. But tonight's race here on the dirt, started pole position. Even in the heat race, you took that lead off the start and you didn't look back here. Feature race, 40 laps, and you were on a different level. Aaron's already saying he wants your motor pulled. What are you running there?
Oh, that's a secret I can't say.
Well, of course you're going to say that, right? Alrighty, Hunter. From your perspective, just what went on out there tonight? Like I said, you were on another level. You just drove away from the rest of the field. No one had a thing for you. What were you seeing there?
I think tonight mostly came down to experience. Me, Aaron, and Kyle all ran this race a couple nights ago, and we all ended up finishing on the podium. This track requires a lot of technique and a lot of patience, and us 3 having the extra laps, I think it gave us that edge tonight.
Well, it definitely showed. Like you said, the 3 of you ran a league race earlier this week at this track, and all 3 of you ended up on podium, so maybe there is something to that extra practice session.
Could be.
But anyways, Hunter, anyone you would like to thank as far as sponsors, family, or friends?
Yep, I would like to thank Justin Walbring and Misfit Creations. He is doing all of my paint schemes for this league and all of the other Rusty Misfit stuff, and he will be doing my super late model for the upcoming iRace for the Kids in March. I want to thank you for broadcasting. I'd also like to thank RJB Automotive, KRS Clothing, Counter Range and Supply, and Hairstyles with John. They all sponsor me on the go-kart side of things. And I'd like to thank my family and everybody else for watching on Twitch and wherever else I broadcast.
Well, that's definitely a good list of sponsors, and yes, we look forward to seeing what you can continue to do this season here. You've definitely started on a dominant streak, 2 for 2 so far on the W list, and you definitely are going to be a force to be reckoned with on the dirt side for sure this year.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, congratulations once again on the win, Hunter. We look forward to seeing what comes up.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Alrighty, that will wrap up race number 1 for tonight. We will be back in about 20 minutes time for our asphalt race at New Smyrna. You did hear that we will have a couple of drivers who will not be able to make it, but we will also gain a couple of drivers who typically don't race the dirt side. They don't feel confident on the dirt, but they feel more confident on the asphalt. So see what happens and see who comes out on top here at New Smyrna. Thank you. I am Tom Quiring. Congratulations again to Hunter Wellman on the win. And look forward to seeing you in a little bit. Up here at New Smyrna. Thank you. I am Tom Quiring. Congratulations again to Hunter Wellman on the win. And look forward